So I'm here with Lydia today, and she's going to share her testimony with us. Lydia, how old were you when you got saved?
I was 8 years old when I got saved.
That's pretty young. Do you think that once somebody's saved that they can struggle with things even so after?
I think that we struggle even more after we get saved because the devil knows that God has us and he wants us back, so he'll throw temptation in and try to hit us where it hurts.
So can you share something that you struggled with as a young Christian?
When I was a young Christian, I had eating disorder problems. From a young age, I was always overweight and struggled because I was on medicine for asthma. I was on steroids, so I was always overweight and was teased about being big all through elementary school and in middle school. So in 7th grade, I started to try to lose weight. And because I wanted a boyfriend, I wanted to be, everybody else had boyfriends, and I wanted, young men's approval. So I started to exercise and lose weight, and it eventually became an obsession. I wanted people to like me, and I never really liked myself. I really had to go through a lot for at least 5 years, from 7th grade till about 10th grade. I got down to 96 pounds. I started losing my hair, and my teeth started getting crooked from my body needing the calcium to use, and the doctors told my parents that I only had 2 weeks to live if I didn't start straightening up and start eating, but it wasn't that simple. When you have an eating disorder, your mind is the devil's playground, really. Even if I went from 97 pounds to 98 pounds, it was detrimental to me because I wanted to be thinner and thinner and thinner. It didn't matter what I looked like. I never saw it. I always just thought I was ugly.
Well, I think you're gorgeous. Then and now. Do you care to share a picture with us at probably one of the lowest points?
I believe this was in 9th grade. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's not the best picture, but...
Can we talk about the happier stuff now? Can you tell me about Can you tell me about how the Lord delivered you from this eating disorder?
Well, I have a very strong Christian mother and father. If it wasn't for them loving me and caring about me and praying for me, I don't think I would be here. My mom, she would drive me an hour every week to therapy because she didn't want me to die. And she went through a whole lot. It wasn't just me, it took a toll on the whole family,
Yeah.
So it it took a toll on her faith, and I know it probably aged her some, but I really think that her prayers, God, was definitely the one who helped me through all this. And I want to say too, the therapy really helped me. I know that sometimes people think, you just have God, but sometimes people do need to see therapists. It's not having faith, but talking physically to somebody does help.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you do need therapy, that's perfectly fine. Admitting that you have a problem is the best thing to do. So I got, so God started working again, and he was teaching me to love myself. I was very depressed. It was it was a very low point in my life. I never really started loving myself until, I'd say, maybe 5 years ago. But my husband, he's been great about it too. He's been a very supportive person, tells me I'm beautiful every day. So I do believe God has put him in my life to help me with that too. But I am loving myself more. I know that I'm a smart, funny, intelligent person who loves kids and loves animals. So I know that I'm here for a purpose. And I believe that God put me through this for a reason so I can help other people. And nothing's too big for God.
That's right. And Lydia, what would you say to somebody watching today that maybe they feel like they're not good enough?
You are. No matter what, you're good enough. That song, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who saved my soul. So none of us are anything until we have God in our hearts. I know that sometimes we feel like nothing, but we are definitely somebody. We wouldn't be here if we weren't somebody. He would have already taken us home if we weren't. So you have to, love yourself, put God first, and He will help you through whatever you need. And He's just always going to be there for you.
Thank you, Lydia, so much for sharing this story. I know it's going to help a lot of people today.